Welcome to part 2 of the Uncharted Drake's Fortune Let's Play. Let me just turn my volume down for a little bit. Okay, like I promised, we are now doing chapter 2.
Well, hang in there, old timer.
Yeah, again, we're doing like one chapter at a time. Although the way on how I recorded this, I did like 2 parts at a time. Although, never mind. It's nothing major. Let me think. Well then,
Hanging on every word.
oh man. And in terms of like the acting and whatnot, I actually do like how this was all handled. Oh, it's like all the actors actually have really good chemistry with one another. To me, it's just great. It's just great to listen to. Anyway, and now I'm gone.
Well?
I don't get it. According to this, we're right on top of the mark.
Maybe you're not reading that thing right. Let me see it.
No, this is the place.
There's nothing here, Nate. Another goddamn dead end.
Easy, Sully. Just relax. Let's take a look around.
And I'm back. Yeah, again, there's gonna be a lot of cutscenes in this game. I need to remind it. I think it's best if I try to remind myself every now and then just to make sure, or I know what kind of game. Well, then again, I already know what kind of game I'm playing here, but I don't know. It's been a while since I released part 1. I think like last Friday. Because again, I don't really record on the weekends. So.
Nah, it's older than that. 2000.
Yeah, I don't really do my work on the weekends. Just like hey, just like back in school. Well, you know, it's all good. Anyway, in chapter 2, this is where we get. How should I say? Bug my face.
Nothing yet.
This is where we get more of a tutorial on the platforming nature because there is a bit of a plot. Yes, it turns out. Well,
hey,
I need to.
There's something funny about the ground down there.
I need to. Hang on a minute. There's a bit of a platforming element in this game, actually. I wouldn't say it's something like. I don't know why I'm thinking Tomb Raider or whatnot, but
Gotta find a way to through this.
in terms of the platforming, it feels a little innovative. Of like right here, where we have to drop down to a ledge, move the analog stick to the left, and press the X button to jump from ledge to ledge. Since this is a more realistic game, well, this game is a lot more realistic than all the other games I did in the past, then this is going to be a bit more, well, new. Well, new and I guess a bit more, how should I put it, simpler? If that's the right way to put it. But, you know, it's definitely nothing like the games I did in the past. So, yeah. It's really nothing, mate. Anywho, well, I have nothing. I don't know what else to say here. Damn.
What a warm and homey place, huh?
Well, not quite what you were expecting, huh?
Yeah. Where's all the damn gold?
Yeah, this place was picked clean centuries ago.
No good limey pirate.
No, it wasn't Drake. Check this out. Looks like the Spanish got here before he did. What the hell, Sully?
Nate, I'm not looking for a lousy piece of tin. I'm up to my eyeballs in debt. I was really counting on this one.
Too many big bar tabs in Lima, I guess.
That and, well, just a few bad deals.
Yeah, well, I always told you to stay away from the bad guys. And the bad girls.
Yeah? Look who's talking.
What's that supposed to mean?
That reporter? I saw the way you were eyeing her.
Elena? Please. I snuffed any chance with her the second we ditched her on that dock.
All's fair in love and war, kid.
And what if you can't tell the difference?
Then, my friend, you are in big trouble. Those Spaniards
okay.
sure left a lot of crap behind.
To be honest, I don't really know what else to say here. Well, in terms of the, along with the platforming element, there's also a bit of a puzzle element, considering the kind of game that Uncharted is, you know, where you're exploring all these tombs, or... It's something akin to Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones, actually. What you just saw was that flash, that small flashing right there, actually. I might as well bring this up now. Throughout the game, at least throughout the chapters, there's gonna be like small treasures you can find. And
let me do that.
I believe you collect them all, or if you at least collect a certain amount, there's rewards you can unlock. Like, it's not like it's the same treasure too. It's also, at least all of it's the same treasure. There's like,
all right, let go.
At least a bunch of different kinds of treasures you can find.
Hurry, Sully.
And it does add to the replay value, but definitely not.
That was a little.
It definitely adds some replay value. Not a lot, but there's some.
You know, this looks
in terms
familiar.
of what I'm doing right now,
There's something
actually,
in Drake's journal about this.
when I'm holding down the L2 button, or when I'm looking in Drake's journal,
Yeah, here it is. Looks like this thing
is
is some kind of lamp.
this is
or
where
brazier.
the puzzle element starts
you
to
can
come
light
in. In my,
So, after all
well,
your
it's-
bitching about
in
the
my
star,
opinion,
now
anyway.
it comes in handy, huh?
The L2 button pretty much activates cinematic mode, as I like to call it. Drake moves way slower than how he does normally, but it lets him observe. But you do get to observe the area a bit better. And all Drake's journal really is it's just to help you solve some puzzle issues, just that the game will throw at you. In terms of this kind of part, it's very simple, really. You just gotta. I wouldn't recommend you mash the X button, but I would. But you gotta move quick, because there are certain ledges that are just gonna give way, and there's gonna be a lot of ledges that are gonna give way in this game, by the way. So just be aware of that. Occasionally, you might want to use your gun to help you solve certain issues of the puzzle itself. It's something like that. There's at least a variety of puzzles you can do. In this game, it feels very. I don't know what to say here. Goddamn. All these braziers and. Huh. It's pretty much. Honestly. Again, like I said in part 1, there's really. This game's gonna be a bit harder to commentate on because, again, it's gonna be. There's really not much that we're seeing on screen here compared to a lot of the other games that I've done before. Like some of the more outrageous stuff. Like this is like Naughty Dog's first take on a more realistic game. I mean, they pretty much abandoned the whole Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter formula just for something like this.
These symbols.
And I don't mind it. It's just.
The order of these signs has some importance.
Yeah. Although in terms of this area, actually, I don't know why, but in terms of this puzzle area, I'm actually reminded of that one area from Sonic Unleashed, actually. For those that haven't seen my Sonic Unleashed Let's Play, there's a part in Adabat Night, at the end of Adabat Night, when I was playing as the Werehog.
Hey, something's happening.
You have to press these switches in a certain order, in a room that's more akin to this. I don't remember if it was 4 switches or if it was 3 switches and whatnot, but there is an area similar to that. An area similar to this. Huh. That's actually weird. Now I think about it. In Unleashed, I bring up that Infamous pretty much took the name Empire City. from Unleashed. And now I mentioned that Adam at Night pretty much took this area from Uncharted 1. And this game came out in 2007. Unleashed came out in 2008. And Infamous came out in 2009. Whoa. That's crazy. I think I just blew my own mind. I don't know what... And yeah. I guess I should get some background.
Yeah.
Get some background information on what I should...
Wait here while I check it out.
In terms of this Let's Play, actually, I was gonna do a collaboration Let's Play.
Hey, watch your step down.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, before I get into that, that can happen too. You can press the circle button to ignore ledges as well as you're falling. And, however, I don't really recommend that because because most of these ledges is obviously you're pretty much hanging over a bottomless pit anyway. So I don't recommend you hold down the circle button when you're going down, well, a wall. Otherwise, well, deaths like that can happen. Anyway, you pretty much press that switch, and the water level will rise. Well, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying earlier, I was gonna do like a...
Really wet.
Oh man, I was gonna do something similar to akin to Shadow the Hedgehog, where I was gonna have another guy help me commentate over this, and it was, however, unlike Shadow, this was actually gonna be the entire game, because I think I kind of owed my buddy one after that game.
I'm on the other side.
Unfortunately, though, we kind of ran into some technical difficulties, so I pretty much have to do this alone. Unfortunately. So, Xanos, if you're watching this, once again, I do apologize, but... I kind of wish we didn't really have all those technical issues. I really wish we didn't. Anyway, oh, now we have this part right here.
This looks safe.
Being the first game, well, I think this is one of the only times where we have a where we at least have a more memorable set piece in terms of a chapter. Well, in this game anyway, a more memorable set piece.
I made it! I'm okay!
And yeah, how many times am I gonna keep saying that? Oh boy, this is...
After that, we better be.
This is gonna be difficult, I swear. I apologize. Anyhow, cutscene.
The temple must have been built around this.
Around what?
A statue. A gold statue.
A huge gold statue. And look here, these people, they're worshipping the damn thing. At least, I think they're people.
Of course. El Dorado, the Golden Man. Sully, it wasn't a city of gold. It was this. It was a golden idol.
Man, can you imagine what that thing would be worth now?
Look over here. Tracks. I bet the Spanish dragged it out on cut logs. We're 400 years late for this party.
So the trail's cold.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Son of a bitch.
Unless...
Unless what?
we follow the tracks.
Yeah, follow the tracks. See where it leads. I don't know. Oh, that following a trail or something, sometimes it might get you somewhere, but other times it could be somewhere shady.
Huh. They
I
stop
guess
here.
whatever works. But whatever works, I guess.
Yeah. Spaniards must have made themselves a shortcut to get the
And
treasure out.
actually, here's an example of a treasure I do find. I do find a lot of treasures, and I kind of failed there. Yeah, in terms of the platforming, I must add, unlike in later games, the platforming isn't really all that smooth as it used to be. So there are times where it may look like I just walked off the edge like a dumbass, but that's really me pressing the X button and Drake not responding to it. You know, stuff like that can happen. And other times, and this is more of a graphical thing or whatnot, but there are going to be times where you're going to see the
Sully, do you hear
screen
that?
break and whatnot, but
Now there's something you don't see every day.
I'm still getting used to my Elgato gaming capture device. So, if you notice that, I apologize, but ugh.
I'll be damned.
Must have come up the river during flood season and gotten stuck. Let's check it out, huh?
Now, wait. Something about this feels kind of hinky.
Hinky. You act like you've never seen a German U-boat in the middle of the jungle before.
I'm being serious, Nate.
I tell you what, why don't you stay here? I'll check it out myself. I'll call you if I run into any Nazis.
Yeah, right. You do that.
Oh, wait. Hold on to this for me, will you? Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this the hard way.
Finishing my sentence from before that cutscene, I apologize for the screen breaks, but there was really nothing I could do. Anyway, that is it for part 2, and in part 3, we are going to explore the German U-boat that's in the middle of the jungle. I'm GameMan5804, see you all then, and I apologize for the commentary. See you all then.